Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name's Benson. What's yours?
Christin.
We're going to do a little chit chat because we recently got back from taking this pretty lady to Shameless 2019, which is a Bookcon. It's mostly books for adults because there are some provocative love scenes in there. But you went on the VIP ticket this year versus last year when you went on like a Florida resident pass.
I did the weekend signing pass. All day signing, sorry.
You did an all day signing pass. Okay, so how much was that one?
It was $30. So they have, the way that it's set up is there's the VIP ticket, which is usually the most expensive. It was about $180. Yeah. What that does is it includes everything. So over the course of 4 days, they have different events. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. And depending on how they have it set up that year, depends on what goes on those days. It covers the cocktail. There's a cocktail party on Friday. Okay, so Dear Mistress is on Thursday. That's a separate ticket for everyone because she's like a dominatrix and she does like a course. I haven't done that one. It's not something I was really thinking about this year. And then the cocktail check-in newbie. So if you're new and you've never been, they have a little meet and greet thing. They do a cocktail hour, and then they do the new up-and-coming author showcase on Friday. Then on Saturday, if you're VIP, you get into the book signing an hour early. They also do the blogger thing, which I didn't know about, the blogger breakfast. And then they do the gala on Saturday night. That's after the signing. And then on Sunday, they usually have some kind of game. This year, they replaced the game that was there last year, and they did like a scavenger hunt. So they did that, and they also had the trip to the woodshed. So that's kind of an overview of what the weekend is. The VIP pass covers all of that except for the Dear Mistress on Thursday, and then the woodshed field trip because it was something special they added. That ticket covers all of that stuff. The next step down is an $80 ticket, I believe, and what it does is it's the whole weekend ticket. So it covers everything that happens on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. And
you get let in at noon for the signing with that ticket. Now granted, if you buy a lower price ticket, you can buy extra tickets to get into the other things. So like if you buy the $30 ticket, you can buy a ticket to get into the author showcase. So then the next ticket down is the 30, it's like 30 or 45, I don't remember right now. But all it is the signing ticket, and what that is just the author signing. So it's just from noon to 5, and you go in and you meet the authors and have them sign your books, pick up swag, stuff like that. The game, whatever game they're doing on Sunday, and then the author showcase, stuff like that, those you can buy separate. And then there's the no frills ticket. So the difference basically is with the all day signing ticket, you still get a swag bag, it's just not as good. With the VIP one, you get a better one and it comes with more stuff. The no frills ticket, you don't get a swag bag at all or a badge, you just get like a little sticker.
And then aside from those prices, they do giveaways on a table, but you have to buy tickets, which are $1 a piece.
The raffle.
Right,
yeah.
And that money gets donated to this animal shelter that helps animals. Now on top of that, each author inside usually has some kind of giveaway at their table if you sign up for their newsletter.
Yeah.
So.
And you can get like extra stuff too at the author tables depending on who they are. Some of them do, like if you have pre-ordered a book or if you buy a book on the table, they'll give you extra tickets to put.
All right, so last year you went on the $30 ticket, and then this year you went on a VIP ticket.
Yes.
So.
Well, I went on the $30 ticket, and then I purchased the game ticket for Sunday separate.
So
last year.
Let's talk about the the price difference, do you think? So this time you got to do the author showcase on this Friday night. You got to get it an hour early, which you still had to stand in line an hour earlier than that because the line starts that early.
Yeah, well, because it's a lot. I think they sell like 200 VIP tickets.
Right. And you got to go to the gala this year.
Yep.
And they changed the game on you this year, so you didn't even go to the game. Yep. So do you think the extra $150 is worth it?
No. I mean, it depends on who you are.
Right.
Because I'm not... So the gala for me wasn't something that I was super excited about. Because I'm not... Well, this year I'm pregnant, so I couldn't drink. I couldn't, really do a whole lot. And I was tired anyway from the whole day of events.
So the gala basically is people dress up and you go dance and stuff, and they have a different theme every year.
Food.
So
photo booths, stuff
this
like that.
Year's theme was Forbidden Ball.
Yes.
However, it was basically everybody dressed up as a Disney princess in some kind of risque fashion. Not everybody. There was a few there that weren't Disney princesses. And I would definitely say that the gala is. You have to be very open-minded going into the gala.
And it's beautiful. Like, they put a lot of work into it, and it's gorgeous, and the idea of the gala is really cool. But
I think the idea of the gala is really cool because it gives women who may... So the thing with this is like, there were a few guys at this con, and there were a few guys at the gala, but you could tell they were there for their wives or their significant others. I will say the gala gives women the opportunity, though, who want to dress risque without having to... No judgment, not having some guy, like, oogle you, because, again, most of the guys there were there...
They were
there for their
models
wives.
or something.
And so if they look at you in what you would call a risque outfit, 9 times out of 10, it's like, okay, that's a pretty outfit. Like they're not, it's not in some kind of sexual nature. So I would say that's a really cool thing.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I think, the big thing that this promotes is not to be ashamed of.
Shameless, the name, And that's, don't be ashamed of because there's plenty of people out there who probably enjoy it too. And I'll say the gala does a really good job with that in giving people who probably wouldn't be able or wouldn't have the safe space to dress provocatively or try something out that they've never tried before. It gives them that safe space.
And I mean, like I said, the gala is just not, it's not a me thing. I'm not super into that. Maybe if I was able to drink a little bit, I would feel a little bit more loose about it. Maybe.
Or had we dressed up, which we didn't go into really understanding it, so...
Well, no, I did, but there was, a lot of things happened this year.
Right.
After we planned to go. So, everything was originally set up, and we were going to go in February before I found out I was pregnant.
Right.
And going to be almost having a baby at the point of the con.
Yeah.
So... dressing up wasn't really something that I was like, yeah, let's do this. And because I was tired. I was more concerned about being comfortable the whole time because it was going to be a long day.
Right.
But like I said, it's really beautiful. They decorate the ballroom and everything, and there's food, like a little bit of food. It's not anything crazy. Open bar type of situation.
This one had dancers, a DJ, an announcer. There was a forbidden forest for you to walk through.
Photo
there was a fortune teller. There was a cool little throne that you could take a picture on.
Yeah.
So it was neat. It was a cool little experience. I think again, if you could have been more involved, you would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But reasons withstanding, that's why.
Right. So I mean, like I said, I think the ticket that you go with is going to be based off of kind of your personality. I liked the author showcase because it gave me the opportunity to see people that weren't going to have a table at the signing that I didn't know about. Like the M.A. Foster, the one I won the gift basket from, she didn't have a table in the actual signing, so I would have never met or bought that book.
I will say that event felt oversold.
There was a lot of people
for it to be included in the VIP. It for this room that it was in, it felt very oversold.
Yeah.
So it was
crowded, and
yeah,
it got really hot.
Yeah. So I thought that was a little much.
Yeah.
For the amount of people they sold, they should have put it in the bigger room versus the smaller room.
Yeah,
just because.
I think that would have helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because it was in one of the smaller side rooms, because they didn't have as many people, like authors, I guess. Maybe that's what they were thinking about.
Yeah.
Because they did do like little food tables and stuff like that, and I think that they should have gave it a little bit more space.
Yeah.
I liked it. I didn't really do the cocktail thing, because obviously, but
so let's
I like the opportunity to be able to see authors that I wouldn't have been able to see during the signing.
Well, so let's put it this way. Would you rather have bought a ticket to the author showcase and just pay the $30 ticket?
Something like that.
Or next year, knowing there's a chance you could dress up and you could enjoy the gala a little bit more, would you want to buy a VIP ticket?
Next year, the theme for the gala is not something that I'm super...
It's like Havana Nights.
Yeah, I'm not super excited about the theme. I think...
Yeah, but here's the thing with the theme, as we saw with the...
Right, it's kind of just dress however you want.
Right.
I think maybe, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the perks of the VIP stuff. Like, I liked getting into the signing early.
Yeah, 'cause we were
that
done.
was one of the best things about the VIP, and why I liked it so much more. Literally, I could hit all of my pre-orders in that hour before everybody else came in.
Yeah.
We were able to hit all of my pre-orders and a couple of extra places to stop, go up, kind of hang out for a little bit, and then go back down and kind of meander and enjoy the rest of what we were doing.
I think we went down. We went
twice.
There were 3 trips.
Was there?
Yeah, so we took all your books up the first time.
Yep.
Chilled out for an hour and a
pre-orders and
half.
stuff.
Came back down, wandered around, and you bought more books. So we took
Only
those
a
back
couple,
upstairs, and then we came back down and waited for the raffles
Because of
to be
the
drawn.
prices, yeah. So, I mean, I really liked that part, because last year when we went, we didn't have that option. You can come and go as you please with your pass, but if you're not on site, it's kind of,
a little bit harder.
You're just putting your stuff in the car, and the problem with that is all the candy and stuff, all that stuff's gonna melt. Yeah. So you're gonna end up carrying something around with you the whole time if you don't staying
on
or
site
near.
is worth it just for that.
If there was if you had roommates and you were splitting costs,
Which I think a lot of women there were.
They do. A lot of them do.
There were multiple rooms with I think maybe 5 or 6 bought like a suite and stuff. So I will say that if you're gonna do it, and you're gonna stay on site.
Definitely
rent a hotel room and have roommates.
Roommates, yeah, because it'll make it a lot easier. So last year, the game event on Sunday was Candy and Spoons. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. When I went to get my ticket this year, the original plan was to do Candy and Spoons again, and they ended up changing it.
Right, it ended up being a scavenger hunt in Disney Springs, and if you know Disney Springs, like we know Disney Springs, that's a hoopla mess.
Yes.
I mean, sure, locals are going to be fine with it, and I'm sure locals are probably who won the contest, because it was like a scavenger hunt, but Disney Springs on a Sunday is going to be a nightmare.
And packed, yeah. So I was not for that at all. The trip to the woodshed, I think I might have liked to have gone to that, but I didn't know about the tickets until way after.
Yeah.
And they had already sold out. So that's the big thing with the con, is you have to be like on point checking stuff, because when they set up special stuff, it goes fast. And it's just like the blogger breakfast thing. I had no idea that
I will
was
say
a
the
thing.
Women that go to this every year, they're very dedicated.
Oh, yeah.
So the women...
So authors were hiding stuff around the hotel. Like books, swag bags, things like that. They would post it in the group and people would go and find it. Well, if you've been to one and you know about that, which I didn't know about that because we didn't stay on site last year. We stayed off. So I didn't know that was a thing. So when I finally started seeing the posts and trying to find stuff, there were a lot of people who had been doing it for the whole 5 years that the con's been going on. And so they are like there.
Yeah.
They're watching the post feed like live almost and paying attention to stuff. And like I even ran into a lady who was using her daughter to run to get the stuff and come back. So, yeah, I was like, that's crazy. But I mean, as far as the overall, the VIP, I would pay for it again. To honestly, just to get in early to the signing. Like, that's the main seller for me. Because, like I said, I like the option to be able to get all of my main stuff done. And the thing with the VIP and getting in a little bit early is the first 100 people, the first 50 people, first however many people to certain authors' tables get extra stuff. And when you have the regular pass, you don't get that. You're not able to get the extra swag or the extra whatever they have going on because there's so many people, and depending on where you're at in line, you're not going to be one of those first people to the table. So
I would say for your first year, probably just do a $30 ticket unless you're really into it.
Get a feel for it.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to do the gala,
you can buy that separate too.
Just understand, if you want to do the gala, you can't be of a conservative mind. Like, you have to be open about the way people attend it.
I mean, you can still be conservative. You just can't be judgy.
Again, when I say conservative, I mean judgy.
Okay.
So.
And so it's kind of funny, you know. It's a little funny to see the husbands walking around.
Yeah, most of them were just walking around, just holding.
Yeah,
stuff.
Because they didn't talk
yeah.
a lot. A lot of them that we.
Well, I would say that's okay. So that was the one weird thing that I commented on. Like, if they were walking around handing out like free books and stuff, they would hand you one and then completely ignore me. And I'm like, how do you look? I paid the money to be here.
Right.
Like, why would you assume? So I would say that was the only weird thing.
And I think it's because the majority of the guys that
are
go just there for the wife.
And I mean, there were a couple authors who interacted with me who like just talked to me, and like that was very nice. Like, that made me feel like, okay.
Well, and you talk to them too. So the thing with the authors, I think too, is they're not just gonna tell you stuff. You have to talk to them first, because a lot of them kind of stand back and wait for you to say something. So that's where I have a hard time, because I'm hard at starting conversations, but if they start talking to me, then I'll talk back.
So that's just kind of our review for Shameless. You know, just look into it if it's something you're considering. It was a fun little trip for us, kind of like our last little trip till the baby's born, probably. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We love you guys. Till tomorrow.